Welcome to Minty Movie Reviews, where the tea is always mint, even if the movies aren't. I'm Nick, and this is Honey.
Hello.
Today, we're going to be talking about Invisible Man. That's good.
It's good.
Now, before we get started, I just wanted to say that there will probably be some spoilers here, so there's going to be a timestamp in the description for you guys to skip to the rating if you don't want to have the movie plot given away completely. Speaking of giving things away, Honey.
Oh, when we reach 100 subscribers, we will be giving away a Blu-ray DVD of the winner's choosing.
Yes. So make sure you subscribe, share, get your friends to subscribe, and you could win yourself a free Blu-ray. Now, what do you want to talk about first about the movie?
I think we should start with the plot.
Plot. Okay. It's about an invisible man. There you go. Yeah. You're good.
It was really good.
So, the plot is about this woman, Cecilia, who's in an abusive relationship, and she's trying to escape from her husband, Adrian.
I mean, she does within the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, she does escape. And
she's... Can I go?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she's too afraid to do anything else. She's just, mentally thinking that he's following her and he's stalking her and, he's got into her head, is what kind of the movie tells you.
Yeah. She's very paranoid. She's worried about him, like you said, following her. She feels like she's going crazy. And for a little while anyway, as the viewer, even you think, like, is she crazy or is he really stalking her and is he really invisible? The pacing of the movie was good. The movie started out, jumped you right in. There's her trying to escape, basically, is where it starts. You kind of pick up on the fact that that she's in an abusive relationship as you go along, and you feel everything through her.
Yeah, I think that's true. There are a few, cuts and scenes where I was like, oh, things could have just kind of went faster. I know it's for the suspense, but suspense kills me. So.
Yeah, I'm going to have to disagree with you there. I thought that I liked the suspense in the movie. I didn't think that it lingered too long. I thought it was just right. You had to sort of figure things out, and it gave you time to do that. And then it still moved things along, though, where something was happening almost every scene. Moving on to the acting and the characters. I thought Elizabeth Moss did a really good job as Cecilia. What do you think?
Yeah, she did. I felt at first that she was kind of... I don't know, it's probably just a character being very anxious all the time and paranoid. But again, if you think about it, it's probably how anybody in an abusive relationship is at the beginning. But, her character kind of grew stronger at the very end, where she kind of made very hard choices. And... Yeah, she just kind of stood up for herself. She
did. She had a good growth, character growth for sure. The supporting characters were all great as well. Each individual character didn't have too much screen time other than Elizabeth Moss. It focused on her a lot. But a really cool thing they did was, it wasn't really a character, but it kind of was, the background. They filmed a lot of empty background, but they made it work because you knew the Invisible Man was there, or they wanted you to believe he was. I really liked that. That was really cool camera work that they decided to do there. I liked that a lot. Good direction choice.
I felt a lot of the time I was just kind of looking at these empty scenes and empty rooms being like, what's moving and what's not? A lot of things, I think I missed a lot, or a lot didn't happen because it was just, giving that idea that something is happening.
Yeah. I really like that. I agree. I was looking as well for things to be moving or, something to be happening, but a lot of the time I either missed it or there wasn't anything, but your mind is always looking for that. It just made the movie a lot more interesting in the empty background scenes. And one of the scenes, like the breath on the porch, that was one of my favorite scenes. I really liked that. I thought that was really cool.
I think that was a bit early in the movie where the movie could have had more time or, more time frame to kind of convince the audience that maybe she is crazy. But I think that kind of gave it away that, yes, there is actually someone following her and stalking her. And that from, you kind of, as an audience, you kind of figure out, oh, something is happening from the very beginning, like, from the very beginning of the movie rather than kind of towards the middle of the end.
Yep, that is true. I kind of have to agree with you there. I think they could have gone a little bit more down the psychological route for the audience. Obviously, Cecilia, the character, was feeling it for a lot longer because nobody would believe her, and she was in an abusive relationship, and she just thought that, maybe it is all in her head a little bit. But yeah, as an audience member, you do notice, like, oh, there is somebody. But it was
still good.
Yeah, it was still good. They could have done that a little bit more, where you're not sure. But no, that was one of my favorite scenes with the breath on the
Yeah, it was good.
But I think that was that was the first thing that gave it away. I'm pretty sure that there was somebody, right?
Yeah, I mean the other one, I think it was a scene after where it was the sheets and he was standing on the sheets.
Yeah, that was afterwards. Yeah. So yeah,
that, that would have given an idea of that's probably a ghost, but
yeah,
the breath gave it away.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I like the music too a lot in the movie. Sometimes the lack of music, the silence did a lot of work. But then there was the music cues matched up really well with what was going on. It didn't have too many like jump scares, or like where they bring the music really high to try and scare you at a moment when somebody jumps out. So I like that because I'm not a huge fan of that kind of stuff.
I'm a huge fan of horror movies.
No, I'm not a huge fan of horror movies in general. I think like typically, and I know this is broad strokes, but that the writing is lazy, and the whole plot is driven by the lazy writing. Like the characters will make stupid choices that no rational person would make, especially in a situation where they know they're in danger or they think they're in danger. Like they'll run into the basement where there's no other way out, and they know like they heard a noise coming from down there and two of their friends have already died, but they'll go check it out anyway. Or
what if the hero?
Yeah, well, or they'll hear a noise and be like, "Hello, who's there?" It's ridiculous. But no, the plot and the writing for this movie was excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ending.
Well, yeah, coming to the ending. I liked it. I thought it fit well with the character arc of Cecilia. I thought it gave it a nice finish, but also left it kind of open-ended as to what could happen. What did you think of the ending?
I thought it was too unrealistic. I mean, I don't want to be giving too many spoilers away, but the choices that she made kind of, there was no proof that he was the person who did it, but she made the choice to go ahead and take her own revenge.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
And yes, I know she isn't going to be caught, but still, that doesn't mean that just because you have a hunch and you're kind of sure, but there's no evidence.
And then I guess she walks away at the end too, right?
Yeah, she does walk away at the end, and it's just very... Ideally, yes, if there was evidence, because we as an audience kind of saw a lot of the signs.
It could have been more realistic, you're right. But it's a movie, there's always got to be some suspension of disbelief. I mean, he's an invisible man. That's not realistic in and of itself. So when you go and see the movie, you're not expecting it to be super real.
That's true. I mean, in an ideal world, if someone is abused the way she was, yes, that would be a perfect ending to the story. But we also can't be doing things based on hunches and no physical proof. Just because you think someone did something to you is not really good enough.
All right. Well, in life, have proof before you do something.
Exactly.
In movies, well...
Yeah, you can get away with anything, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Really quick, before we get to the rating, we're going to do the Fun Film Fact Challenge, where we test each other's knowledge, and all of you can play at home, too. So, this is how it works. I'm going to give Honey 3 facts, and only one of them is true. 3 facts about the movie, I should clarify. Only one of them is true. The other 2 are something I've made up, and she has to figure out which one is true. Now, all of you can leave in the comment section what you think could be the right one, and the answer will be in the next video. So, here we go. Are you ready, Honey?
Yes.
All right, let me just grab a sip of tea before we start. Minty. Okay, so.
I can't look.
No, you can't look. Fact number 1. A cameo from a character that was in the 2017 film, The Invisible Man, was made at one point during this film. Fact 2. Pine trees are not native to Australia, so any of the scenes where Cecilia was running past pine trees were actually filmed in a plantation that they grow them in to make furniture. Fact 3. Stunt double Sarah Later broke her ankle when filming the scene where Cecilia was dropping from the attic. Which one do you think is the real fact?
The last one.
The last one?
Yes.
All right. And what do you think, comment section? Let us know. We'll be checking it out. Be sure to stay tuned for the next video to find out the answer. Now, for the rating. How would you rate The Invisible Man? Oh, I guess we should explain the rating system since this is the first video. Sorry, this is going to run a little bit long, I guess, but it is the first one and we have to get our explanation out, I guess. So, our tier system going from worst to best is trash.
Trash it.
Trash it, yeah. And then it's...
Skip it.
Skip it, yeah. Then it's rent/stream it.
Okay.
Right? What did you say?
Rent it.
Yeah, rent/stream it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, because all the streaming, whatever. And then it's own it, because you're going to want to watch it over and over, right? And then the number 1 rating is, of course, Mint. So, honey, how would you rate The Invisible Man?
I think I would rate it, rent it, or stream it, just because it's a very good movie and I think a lot of people should watch it. But also because of the suspense and the amount of thinking and that goes into the movie while you're watching it. I don't think I would want to watch it over and over again.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you?
I would give it a mint rating.
Ooh, minty.
Minty fresh.
Very.
Cue graphic. Just kidding, we don't have the budget for that. It's an excellent movie. I would watch it over and over again. In fact, I have seen it twice, and I would love to watch it again, especially with someone who hasn't seen it. I love seeing other people's reactions to movies I enjoy, movies that are suspenseful and have a good plot like this one does. It's a genre I don't normally enjoy very much, so I don't watch a lot of movies of the genre, but this movie really blew me away. I liked it a lot. The writing was perfect, the plot was great, the acting was fantastic, the character development was there, the music was good, the camera work, like, everything. Can't say enough good things about this movie. What do you guys think about it? Have you seen it? Comment below and let us know. Anyway, guys, keep it minty, keep it fresh. We'll see you next time. Oh yeah, like and subscribe. Good point.
See ya.